Hey guys, so sorry about that. There was should have been a cut last episode, and I am just reintroducing it this episode. It went on be like once again like 40 minutes, so I just made it two-part instead of an episode three because I was like mid-sentence. So yeah, this is a part two. So let's continue on with the episode to part two of episode two. Okay, I will see you in a second. So now that we have that going for us. Let's cover some of this up. We need for this to go down and underneath this. So obviously you can see this is only going straight. We need a block that will make sure this will go down. So what we have to do is create a gearbox. Gearbox is not hard. It is just the the gears, the large gears and the small gears. So gearbox, here it is. And it's the cogwheel, right? There's these cogwheels, the small ones and the large ones. We need the small ones and the andesite casing to get us the gearbox, and you can flip the gearbox. I'm gonna show you how, but we need those. So annoying. Give me 1 second. I gotta take care of something. Now that I can hear myself think, let's go back to what we were doing. Okay, so we need cogwheels. So real simple recipe. Nothing too fancy. Let's create just a bunch of these. And then we need the andesite casings. Once again, we need some of these. And we need a shovel. So you need to strip the logs, of course, and then you need to do the andesite alloy. Right click them. And I'm out of andesite alloy. Yikes. We'll save this for now. So I think we'll need probably only 4 gearboxes if I do this correctly. And hopefully I do. So yes, we can only get 3 right now because I need to do that. So we need to make a little bit more, 2 more cogwheels. And that requires shaft, this, cogwheel, boom, boom. Okay, so gearbox. So we're going to get rid of this. And we're going to do that. So this would turn it. Should probably let you guys see it. It has on 4 sides, right? Top and bottom doesn't have one. If you want to, is it not going to do it for us? Huh. Well, this is a bummer. Oh wait, there's another way we can do this. Okay. So we can do like that. Yep. So we get the vertical one instead of all sides goes up to the left, to the right, and the bottom, but not on these sides. So there is a limit to this. Pretty unique mechanic. Instead of a cable, it works on if you put it in the middle of the air like this. A cable will work on all 3 of these sides except, the cable itself. But here, the gearbox will only work on this side, the top, this one side, and the bottom. So you have 2 sides that are unavailable. Now, to make our life much easier, what we could do is create a wrench, right? And we do have gold to do this. So that's what we'll be doing first. And let's do that. My inventory is a mess. I can never keep a straight inventory. So we need a mechanical press, need a hand crank, even though we have power set up, we just don't have it set up correctly. Forgive me while I clean some of this. Oops, we need that. And we need to go press some gold. Now, I don't know if you need the depot. Hopefully in this mod pack you don't. And you can just, yeah. In this mod pack, I don't think you need a depot. In other mod packs, you need the depot to press, and it's this thing right here. So what you would do is just break that. Put the depot right here, and then you would just put whatever you would need to press on it. And once again, right click, hold this, and it will do it. But since we already have it, we don't really need to do that anymore. And we just need one cogwheel and a stick. And I know I have a stick in here. I thought I had a stick in there, which I don't have a stick. Yikes, stick. Boom. And we can create the thing you'll be using the absolute most in this pack, your best friend, your the wrench, right? So we're going to put a gearbox down, you know, basic components down of all of create, right? So you can use an axe, I believe. Yes, you use an axe, and you can use this. Of course, they take durability, so it might not be always worth it, and it takes just a little bit of time, not too much. Versus a wrench, you can flip them instead of using your inventory, or you can shift right click, instantly disappear, and it goes in your inventory. Superb. This is worth it. And you can do a lot of advanced stuff later with this wrench. So with this makes life far easier than using your pickaxe, using durability for it, or your axe using durability for it. It doesn't go inventory. You hit it, and let's just say you're over lava, for instance, and it just falls and hits lava. Boom, you lost that little clip and a little piece of machinery. So yeah, this is worth it in the long run. I like to keep mines where my axe slot would be, right here. Or sometimes it's over here or something like that. For me, this feels right. So this should be one of your priorities. If you don't have it, create it. If you don't have the resources for it, create it. It's just not that hard. Like I said, this is just a mechanical press, a crank, and a depot. You don't have to have the depot. The mechanical press is wherever it is right here. It's just a shaft, andesite, and iron blocks. So you do need nine iron for it. It's not too hard to get as long as you do the basic of Minecraft. It's easy. And then you need the hand crank. The hand crank is even easier, which is just planking the andesite alloy. So nothing too hard. I'm not sure if I said the andesite alloy earlier, but andesite is just andesite and iron. Like I said, create before use all the most useless blocks in Minecraft. At least I deem useless. Other people might not, but andesite, a lot of people don't use andesite to build on other creations. They use it like a decal situation or seaweed. People don't really use seaweed unless they're decorating their place or using it as a water source block material. But other than that, create uses dang near all the basic materials or useless, as I would say, no one would want to use as a in create. So what we're going to do now is run this power finally down there, because that's where we're going to have our stuff, at least for now. So we're going to use this, the gearbox, and it's the vertical gearbox, right? So we need this one. Now if we look down underneath, break this, see it's right here, right? So what we're going to do is boom. Now, as you can see, it's not going to work because it's just a regular gearbox. We need it to be a vertical one. So we're not going to shift click, we're going to right click. And now it's turning, right? But we need it to be on this side. So we need to go on this side, right click up, and it should be turning, and it is. So now instead of using, these are precious. I call them precious. If you don't have wood farm stuff going, use that to turn. It's going to keep. So now we need to go down, right? And that broke. So once again, any of the creations you can wrench to get rid of instead of using durabilities. That's what we'll be using from now on. And gearbox. Once again, we need to go down. So we're gonna go on this side, down. Huh? Gearbox. Right click. And shaft. How do I want this? We want this way. So shaft. No, not shaft. Gearbox. We need to get in. Now, if you're, I want to say if you're an engineer, that's why you're looking at my pack. You you want stuff aesthetically pleasing, or maybe you're just a messy builder. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You can just run it through your base, have pipes and stuff everywhere. But that's just not me. Like I would prefer to have something kinda hidden. If I can't, it's not really a big deal for me. Like I said, I wasn't the most visually pleasing person to play with. That's why I left it to other people. Uh, but this time around, I'm gonna try to do better. So now we need another gearbox, at least for me. Run it down the exact way I want it. So we do have another andesite case, and we need more cog. We need more cog wheels. So we need more andesite. Do I have andesite on me? No. No. Yes. Did I see iron? Yep. So you can easily use either zinc or iron nuggets for this to go down, not this. To make your andesite alloy, iron nuggets or zinc, it doesn't matter. I would say you should use zinc, whatever you have plenty of, but that's basically what you want to do. It's like a comfort thing, whatever you're more comfortable with. But you do need a lot of these resources. None of these will become obsolete like any other mod pack, whereas you will get it done and it's just boom, tier 1's over. Now all these things that I have are obsolete. That is not the same with create. If you start tier 1 stuff will be used throughout tier 1. Tier 2 will be used throughout tier 1 and 2, all the way up to tier 3. Tier 3 will be used all the way up. Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. There is nothing that won't be used. So it's better now to learn create than to be like, oh, well, we're just going to rush through tier 1 and get all the way to tier 2. It doesn't work like that. You need to know all the basics of create to do well, and it's not hard to learn either. It's really simple. That's why it adds a lot to the mod pack because it's like 7 pages just base create, but the infinite possibilities that you can use is immeasurable. So once again, like I said, I'm not a grandmaster for create. I don't know the ratios or the most efficient way. I'm still learning currently as well. So if I do something that seems off or you need to ask questions, just let me know. Or ask someone else. I'll try to help out. But right now I'm just trying to do the beginning parts for myself and teach people what I'm doing. So this is where we're gonna put our station for now. It's not pretty, I know. But we need to get this done, at least in the first episode. I'm going to show something done. So once again, we need a gearbox. So once again, we need andesite casing. Like I'm saying, like all this is, why did I come down here? It's important. It's important to know. It's important to do. Important to know. Okay, so we have this. We need Probably just 2 more gearboxes if I want this to work the way I want it to work. Okay, so instead of that, just cover this and we'll take this. So as you can see, this has a shaft running through it, so you can just connect this in a line and keep going. So we also would need the basis, the basic for create. So we need the mixer, right? So create mixer, I believe that's what it's called. Yes, mechanical mixer. It's cogwheel, andesite, and the whisk. The whisk is 2 andesite alloy and 5 iron sheets. So what we can do now that we have basic power going on, this will automatically run. So we'll just grab some iron and grab that random cogwheel there. Save me in the long run. And put it here. And it should go very slowly and do it itself. So we can let that run in the background. Could we speed it up? Yes. But right now, I just want to get some stuff done. And I'll show you how to speed it up next episode. Yes. So I'm going to get some stuff done. So the mixer. Cogwheel, andesite, whisk. We have andesite casing, I'm sorry. So we need another andesite casing. So we need more andesite once again. Like I said, Create is resource intensive in the beginning. It does become better later on, as long as you get some stuff going. But for the basics of Create now, you do need you need at least a good portion of basic starting resources for Create. So what is it? Andesite, cogwheel. We have the cogwheel, we just need the andesite casing, so we just need the andesite, blah, blah, blah. Here, we don't really need that, so boom. Let's do this. Get as much andesite alloy as we can. And is it done? Yep. And so we're gonna do this. Now we have the whisk. We'll do both of these. And then here, here, here. Boom. Now this is a different block. It looks pretty weird. Not gonna lie to you. So you can't just power it like this. Certain crate machines just don't have a shaft running through them. They're powered by a cogwheel, right? So you just can't do that. It won't power. You need it to power like this. Obviously, this is not going to work. So what we need to do is go over here. And I'm pretty sure since that's a vertical, what we can do is like that, right? Yep, it's spinning. Now we can just run it all the way down, but for me, that's not efficient. So, we can do this. Cogwheel, cogwheel. Do we have another? Let's make another gearbox. So once again, we need some of these. Gearbox. It's the wrong way. Gearbox. Oh. Okay, so let's just move this. It is spinning, but we needed to go that way. So we needed to go here, up, down, right, and below. So we need to get on this end or this end. And it should have worked. Yep. Okay. So now what we can do, and it's turning. The problem is this is not fast enough. You can't spin this fast enough. So now we have to gear ratio that. But right now I think we're gonna call it there, and I'm gonna zip it and ship it and zip it. I think we've gotten it really far. So once again, thank you for my series because this is me learning as well as anyone else that wants to learn as well. So I will be not just zipping through it. If I do feel like I'm stuck, I'm just going to just go through it, tackle through it. So once again, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you later.